Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this episode, we extend an invitation for you to embark on a journey with us to Lucy Hanover, where we'll introduce you to Hope Heavens, a specialist in raw cuisine and a holistic health guide. She's about to craft a unique culinary experience with a twist on the traditional ackee and saltfish. Join us as she prepares raw ackee and sea moss, served alongside wild rice, plantains, and an array of natural vegetables.
Hi, I'm Hope Heaven with Glow Magnificent Wellness. In the early 2000s, I started. In the year 2000, I actually came into this full vegetarian, mostly eating fruits and vegetables. I came into this lifestyle. In 2004, I came into the raw foods. I was introduced to raw foods, and I learned, it was Aris Lafam. He was here in Jamaica at the time, so I went to learn from him how to prepare these foods. The main reason for me was that prior to that, I developed lymphatic cancer, and I did some of the conventional, well, I did the conventional treatments, but things escalated for me. It was like worse. I wanted to find, after coming through that period, it was, for me, it was about feeling good, feeling healthy, feeling nice, ease within myself. So I didn't have that. So I've always been, my focus has always been to get to that space where I can feel ease. And one of the things I found is that foods really help a lot. It's not the full answer, but it plays a big role in helping you to make changes and changes within the body. So I started out on that. When I started to eat like purely vegetarian foods, I had started to use the processed. I started with the processed foods, so that wasn't making me feel good at all. So it was when I met Aris and did his retreats and did his and learned from him. Then, you know, I started to feel better, and I started to basically offer it to people because it helps. The importance of eating healthy is because it makes you feel good overall, inside and outside, you know, and it increases longevity and overall ease within your body structure, within yourself, clarity of mind, and just great sense of well-being. Okay, today I'll be doing ackee, right? Local ackee, and I'm gonna do this one raw. So I've already basically prepared, and the stuff that I'm going to do is sea moss. Here in Jamaica, ackee and saltfish is our national dish, right? So for the vegetarian world, it would be using some sort of sea vegetable as a substitute. So my sea vegetable will be, mine will be sea moss, because sea moss is very popular and is known for a lot of nutrients. So I'll use that. And we put a little flavoring in it, some tomatoes, bell peppers, scallion, onion, thyme, a little bird pepper. The things that we do you know, when we do ackee and saltfish here, basically the same seasonings, but it will all be natural. And then I'll put a little lime juice in it to little lime to bring it all together. Okay, the thing is with ackee is that ackee is a fruit first and foremost, and so what happens is that if you realize that most fruits here in Jamaica are eaten raw, you know, you'll have a June plum, you'll have an avocado, you'll have oranges, watermelon, whatever. We don't usually cook them. Ackee falls in that category, and it's a savory raw fruit, so we just, that's really the basis that it can be used raw. Okay, so first of all, so here's the dish of ackee I've cleaned up, and you know, naturally it's like this, right? So we've cleaned it up and everything, and then what I'm gonna do is add a little scallion to it. A little scallion is always good, so I'll just cut up some scallion here and add to it. I like to do stuff like this and do it in layers. So here I am just putting this in it, and then what I do from here is a little lime juice to break that down. So a little lime juice goes in here, and then I'll turn it around a bit, and then I'll basically be adding stuff to it. So I'll add the sea moss, and sea moss. Add the sea moss, and we stir that in. Then I'll add some tomatoes here. Tomatoes work as a flavoring. They really do add a totally different appeal to any savory dish. They go well by themselves, or they go well in dishes like these. And then we have some bell peppers, also carry their own flavorings, and so I'll just add a little of that to it. And then now I have some thyme. The thyme I use, it would be using the leaves only. When you're doing like a raw dish, it's the leaves only. So I'll just put a little of that here in this, and then the bird pepper. Bird pepper are a little milder, but you know, like us, we always here again in Jamaica, we like to have a little pepper in our stuff, you know, add that little extra spice. So that's what that is. And so, and I may just add a little, this salt here is called, it's actually called a black salt. I kind of like to use, whatever I use is as natural as possible, is as best as possible for the body to be able to absorb whatever, you know, easy on the digestive system. So that's what that is, and as simple as it is, that's basically, oh, how could I forget the allspice. So just sprinkle in a little of pimento berries, allspice. We put that in. So yeah, this looks like it. Yeah, so that's what this is. So this is your Ackee and Sea Moss. I'm gonna put some wild rice with it, and we're just gonna have that with a green salad. So today will be kale greens and some plantains, and yeah, that would be it. Okay, this one is a plantain dish. Very simple. It's raw plantain, and I'll just put some spices. I'll be putting spices of scallion, some lime juice. Lime juice always helps when you're doing raw food to break down whatever that's harder to digest. And then I like a little, so I'll put a little coconut cream in it. A little coconut cream. And some cinnamon. You heard me. Some cinnamon. And usually, sometimes a little honey, a little extra sweetness, a little extra yumminess, a little extra something. So we have some local honey, so I'll just toops a little on that, just a toops. And yeah. And that's about it. Did I put the rosemary? Actually, no. We can't do this thing without rosemary, you know. And this is fresh rosemary from the garden. And it adds a wonderful flavor. So we have all these little spices. A lot of local women, like the market I go to, rosemary is quite popular. People buy rosemary, the vendors, the woman will wear a sprig in the hair, just right at the front here. They say it helps with memory and it helps to keep them calm. This is a wild rice, you see, and this is what it looks like. Well, prior to this, as it stands right now, what happens is that I soak it overnight, and then in the morning I rinse that water off. Then I pour some boiling water on it, and I leave that to soak. I soak it in this boiling water. And then I pour that off, and then for flavoring and just to add my little touch and taste and everything to it, I add, after everything, I add a little coconut milk, coconut cream. This is from the local coconut, and I keep everything natural, I keep everything real. So everything is a process, it's a creative process to get all of this together. So what I'll do here is usually I pour a little coconut cream on it. Sometimes I heat the coconut cream and then I pour the rice on it, and then I take that, and once it gets warm, I allow it to cool, and then I put seasonings in it. So what I'm gonna do with this now is put it on the fire, and then it gets hot again, and it just absorbs all that nectary, yummylicious taste of flavor. And then what I'll add to it, so this is gonna go onto the fire, but when it gets cool, I'll add some thyme, again the thyme leaves to it, and a little purslane, whatever green, whether parsley, cilantro, whatever I have, I'll use as a little extra herb. So today I have purslane here. We call it parsley in Jamaica. So I'll add a little purslane, and then I have a little of the cooking sage that we got over there. I'll put a little of that, a little scallion, and a little bird pepper, and maybe some black salt depending on how I feel, and then we'll just have that. So it's just seasoning it up. There are many, many ways to do a wild rice, and you can just cook it. You can just put it on the fire as you would rice and cook it. Wild rice is also a very natural, more natural than rice. It doesn't leave that inflammation in the body that normal rice, whether it's brown rice or white rice, would. It doesn't do that. So it's easier on the digestive system, easier to pass through, and you don't have, feeling bulky or anything. Final dish after all that prepping and everything, there is something that wasn't shown, and that's ackee. We did ackee two ways, because ackee is so versatile. So this ackee right here is with eggplant. Eggplant is locally grown and everything. And I put another little sea vegetable in it, which is a kelp called alaria. So basically what I did with this was just do it down again in some coconut cream and kind of like steam it. So that's one way of the ackee. And then this is the raw ackee here that we had seen me do. And this is the wild rice here. Here we have the plantains, some avocado. It's avocado season now. And this is a green kale salad with the dressing on this is has sesame tahini and some ginger and tomatoes, and we made that up as a little dressing to go with the green kale salad. This is fresh kale. I got it. I have an organic farmer in my farmer's market here in Lucy, so I got some fresh kale from him. So this is it. Yeah, and this is Sunday dinner. Bon appetit.
After whipping up a scrumptious and health-conscious meal, Hope took a seat to discuss her retreat.
The retreat is about helping people it's usually for 7 whole days, like a Monday to a Monday, and it's really inviting people to come and rest, to replenish their energy. One thing we found is that we need energy. We are energy beings actually, and we use a lot of energy in everything, in thinking, working, whatever, in digesting food, whatever you do, there's energy involved, as well as, we live now, whether workplace or home or whatever, there's Wi-Fi, there's this, that, and all those things work. We constantly have a cell phone or a laptop. All these things work in, depleting your energy. So the idea of the retreats is to take you back to nature, where you can just really relax and replenish this lost energy. So we focus, like we will serve raw foods, coconut water throughout the days, and the raw foods is just so you can digest food easier. Lots of fruits and vegetables, easier on the digestion. We have yoga to help to bring you back in alignment, body, mind, spirit. And we'll have usually yoga, the raw foods, that's a major part of it. And there's the effect of the beach, mineralized seawater, as well as some form of water, fresh water, usually the river or a waterfall or something. But everything is just designed to bring you back to nature, bring you back to yourself, help you to become more grounded, harmonious, more ease, that sort of thing.
And that concludes this episode. Thank you for your continued support and for being part of our subscribers. Please keep spreading the word and telling your friends. Until next time, bye.